3-0.
The coverage we were talking about, this is what Danny White was looking at. We see Mike Renfro there in the end zone. We see Timmy Newsom. Can't get open. Now, once your quarterback starts to scramble, you have to keep working, keep moving, and work back. Now, watch Renfro. He's in the end zone, comes out of the end zone, sees that he's in trouble, keeps working back all the way. Danny White couldn't find anything. That was good coverage. Darrell Green, 28, stayed with him all the way.
And so that sets up a 3rd and goal situation back at the 22-yard line now. Tony Hill, no. The pass was there. It would have been a good catch. The pass was there.
The pass was there, and the defense was there, too. He really threw it into a lot of coverage. Tony Hill just seems to get into the middle of all the coverage. Instead, that ball went right in, out, through his hand. I don't think, when he saw that coverage, I don't think Tony Hill expected to get the ball. And then Danny White saw something that Tony Hill didn't see.
And he had it there. That's a good throw. Gary Hogaboom will hold. Raphael Septien from 40 yards away. Redskin fans come to life. And believe me, they have a lot of life. Septien is down the pipe. It's 3-0 Dallas. With 14:50 left in the first half. At RFK, the Cowboys move ahead 3-0.
Where you're going, it's exceptionally smooth Michelob.
Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Floor, I said, on the floor!
A made-for-TV movie? No. These cops are for real. 60 Minutes, tonight on CBS.
Dallas 3-0 over Washington. And that picture, that view of RFK comes to us from the McBlimp. The McDonald's blimp, the airship, being piloted by Mike Fitzpatrick. Septien kicks off high, handled by Jenkins at about the 7. And he hammers outside the 25 to about the 28, 27. Bill Bates down on the coverage. A return of 21 yards by Jenkins. That's the story of the Cowboys' scoring drive. 11 plays, 58 yards they went. And Raphael Septien finishes off and put the points on the board from 40 yards out.
You know, it's interesting. We're into the second quarter, and there's only been 2 drives. The Redskins got the ball, drove it all the way down the field, threw an interception. Then the Cowboys got it, drove it all the way down the other end, kicked the field goal.
Redskins go on a quick count, and Riggins pounds up the middle, but there's a penalty marker down. Randy White finally made the stop, but there's a flag on the play against Washington.
You know, those turnovers really do come back to haunt you. You know, you get it. That thing could have been a 10-point play because the Redskins were in position to score. They didn't get it, and the Cowboys had the ball all that time, and they come out with 3.
Holding, offense, number 78, still first down.
Well, you know, as many games as we've done and as much of professional football or any football as we've watched, it seems to be when you get down to the bottom line of every story and the result of every game is turnovers.
I would think if there's any statistic that it really is important, it tells the story of the game, it's turnovers or lack thereof.
Riggins comes out, and Keith Griffin has replaced him as the lone setback for the Redskins. He had a big day last week. Cowboys on a blitz that gives to Griffin. Randy White stopped him. Raiders and Chargers in a game that started at the same time as this one, tied at 7 in the first quarter.
You know, an interesting thing, look at this, the Cowboys have a nose tackle there. Guess who it is? Not Randy White. It's not Dutton. It's Bill Bates, number 40. He lines up over Donnelly as a nose tackle. And I think maybe the Redskins thought, they said if they want to put him at nose tackle, let's run at him.
His career will be shorter if he stays most of the time there. Heisman out to Calvin Muhammad. 0-0 between the Jets and Miami in the first quarter. Another late starting game. It's 3-0 here at RFK. The Cowboys over the Redskins. Giants have already won. If the Cowboys plan to stay tied for first in the NFC East, they need to win here. And the Redskins also need to win to stay in the hunt. Monk and Mohammed and Clark are the wide receivers. Clark and Monk to the left. Dyson looking that way. Now trying to get away. And he does dance away. And here he comes. He got a block. Jet coach finally hammers him out of bounds. Will not be a first down.
Yeah, we're talking about the coverage and the different defenses. You see, Dallas is in there 4-0 now. They have 4 defensive linemen rushing the passer there. 7 defensive backs, all in coverage. As Theismann comes out here, he looks there, he fakes a punt, see if he can get someone open. Now he decides, I better run it and hope I can get to the sideline.
Steve Cox on the punt now. He replaced the injured Jeff Hayes. Bill Bates now returning punts for the Cowboys. Stands back at his own 30. Bates retreats to 22. Bates has hit it about the 30. Stuart Anderson was the first man down. A kick of 48 yards by Cox. And a return of 9 by Bates. Good kick. Dallas leads it 3-0.
The Big Ten race is wide open. 6th-ranked Iowa takes on Purdue. Or an ACC clash between Maryland and Clemson next Saturday on CBS Sports.
The latest Dallas Cowboys.
A beautiful, beautiful fall afternoon in the nation's capital as you look at our nation's capital. Temperature in the low 70s. Couldn't be better. Cowboys leading 3-0. For this city, that score could be better. Here's Danny White, picked by Dexter Manley, trying to throw a screen pass to Timmy Newsom. All he had to do was just get it airborne and get away from Manley.
You know, the Cowboys do some interesting things here. One is they change their offensive line. You know, they started out with Kurt Peterson and Glenn Titans at guards. Now they come here in the second quarter, and they have Broderick Thompson, number 67 at left guard, and Howard Richards, who just got back off the IR list as a right guard, number 70.
And Tom Landry's reasoning was pretty valid, I thought, and pretty authentic, didn't you?
Well, he says you have to have experience in that offensive line, and if they don't play, they never get experience, and then if someone gets hurt, you have an inexperienced guy going in.
Here's White. Outside Newsom. Newsom faced quickly by Mel Kaufman, and not much develops out of that one. Tom was saying that last year we got into a situation where we wound up with 5 guards in the offensive line. And you can't make a living like that.
And he was thinking that was one of the problems, one of their biggest problems last year. So they started playing a lot of offensive linemen all year, and there doesn't have to be an injury. There's nothing wrong with anyone. They just take them out and put the other guys in.
James Jones in the backfield. White now out of the spread formation. Well, you look at left tackle, too. They've made a change there. That's Chris Schultz. Here's White to Cosby. And Cosby is nailed out of bounds by Monty Coleman. That'll stop the clock. That'll be a gain of 15, and that'll move the sticks.
You know, it's an interesting thing. The reason Cosby is here. Here's Cosby. Now, that is usually Carl Poe, a rookie who's been the 3rd wide receiver. He's injured, so Cosby plays, just comes right across here, and White hits him right here. He is usually out in this situation. But Cosby, on passing down, see him coming across the field right here, gets behind this guy, behind another one, catches the ball right there for a first down. He usually wouldn't be in that situation.
As you said before, he's a big target. Here's Dorchette. And he's a small target. But he gets big results. Curtis Jordan on the tackle. Here's the way Danny White and the Cowboys distribute the passes through 9 games. Not this game. Tony Hill, the NFL leader, with 53. Cosby with 41. Renfro with 32. That's pretty impressive.
Well, you know, to show how impressive it is, those three guys, the two starting wide receivers and starting tight end, the top three, that's the leader in the NFL. Those three guys have more yardage than any other three in the league.
2nd and 5. Cowboys in Redskin territory. White back to throw. That's Cosby again. Wide open is Cosby. He's taken down by Curtis Jordan. But he's all the way down to the Redskin 26, a pickup of 20.
At that time, Cosby was really easy to find in there because there was no defense around him.
Tony Peters blitz.
That had to be some kind of missed coverage, and we'll see what happens where Cosby comes from. He's the tight end right here. Here's Peters, who would normally cover him. He comes on a blitz. Cosby just gets it right in the middle, and there's no one there. He's watching from right here. When you stop it, he's wide open. No one picked up the tight end when he's throwing safety blitz.
First down, Cowboys. They're down at the Redskins 26. Dallas leads 3-0. Draw play Dorsett. Looking for room and not going to find much on this one. Vernon Dean, who Joe Gibbs said to us about Vernon Dean yesterday, he thought that Neil Okowitz and Vernon Dean were the two most underrated, unrecognized players in the Redskin team.
Yeah, he said yesterday Neil Okowitz is starting middle linebacker. He said pound for pound was the best player in the Redskin team last year. And he said Vernon Dean, for some reason, he said he just doesn't get the credit, but he's a real solid player. Never gets burnt, never gets hurt. There's always in it the run and the pass.
Dorsett lost 2, so it's 2nd and 12. White back to throw. There goes that penalty flag down. Cosby has it for a touchdown and has it batted away at the last minute. He had it, lost it. But there's a flag down, and it's going to be holding again, I'm sure.
And it's going to be against Jim Cooper blocking Charles Mann. I don't know about that one. I saw that one. It looked like to me that Mann threw his arm in there on Cooper. You know, sometimes that happens. The guy is blocking you. If you throw your arm underneath, you throw your arm in a held position. It doesn't look like that was Cooper's fault.
Holding, number 61, offense. 2nd down.
Here it is, John. Let's have a look.
Well, let's see if we can watch it. Cooper is number 61, the right tackle. Mann is 71. Now watch Mann's right arm. He throws it in there. See, he throws it in. Now he threw the arm up in there, and I don't know that when the official called that it wasn't because he put it in there.
That's the 3rd holding penalty against Dallas. We talk about players who play well and are unrecognized. Jim Cooper, number 61, in spite of the holding penalty, is one of those. Here goes Newsom in motion. 2nd and 22. White back to throw. Here comes Mann. Here's Cosby. He gets down to about the 25. There's a pass that was thrown and on the way before Cosby ever looked back.
Well, you know, one thing that the Cowboys did this year, Danny White used to take a 7-yard drop.